Desserts have long been a centerpiece of celebrations and traditions. However, some of the most beloved sweet treats from decades past have quietly disappeared from our tables. From the roaring 1920s to the nostalgic 1980s, these iconic desserts were once cultural staples but are now largely forgotten. Let's explore 10 famous desserts that have faded into history and why they vanished. Number 1. Charlotte Russe. Charlotte Russe is a classic European dessert that has seen various adaptations over time. Traditionally, it consists of a mold lined with ladyfingers or sponge cake, filled with Bavarian cream or custard, and often topped with fruit or fruit preserves. The dessert is typically chilled until set, allowing the flavors to meld together. In the early 20th century, a simplified version of Charlotte Russe became a popular street food in New York City, especially in Brooklyn and the Bronx. This iteration featured a single-serving portion of sponge cake topped with whipped cream and a cherry, all contained within a push-up paper cup. It was an affordable and delightful treat for children and adults alike, often sold in candy stores and bakeries. The name Charlotte is believed to honor Queen Charlotte, wife of King George III of England, while Russe signifies its Russian influence, possibly linked to Tsar Alexander I. This blend of cultural references reflects the dessert's European origins and its journey through various culinary traditions. Over time, the popularity of Charlotte Russe has waned, and it has become a rare find in modern bakeries. However, its legacy endures as a symbol of culinary innovation and cross-cultural influence, reminding us of the rich tapestry of dessert history. Number 2. Icebox cake. The icebox cake, a no-bake dessert, gained popularity in the United States during the 1920s and 1930s, coinciding with the widespread adoption of electric refrigeration. Its simplicity and adaptability made it a household favorite. The basic structure involves alternating layers of thin cookies or wafers and whipped cream. As the assembled cake chills in the refrigerator, the cookies absorb moisture from the cream, softening to a cake-like consistency. This process eliminates the need for baking, making it especially appealing during hot summer months. The versatility of the icebox cake is evident in its numerous variations. In the Philippines, a popular version known as mango float incorporates layers of graham crackers, whipped cream, sweetened condensed milk, and ripe mango slices, resulting in a tropical delight. In Australia, the chocolate ripple cake is a beloved adaptation, featuring Arnott's chocolate ripple biscuits layered with whipped cream, often arranged in a log formation and sometimes garnished with chocolate shavings or fresh berries. The icebox cake's enduring appeal lies in its ease of preparation and the endless possibilities for customization. By experimenting with different combinations of cookies, creams, and additional ingredients like fruits or nuts, one can create a personalized version of this classic dessert. Its rich history and adaptability continue to inspire home bakers and dessert enthusiasts around the world. Number 3. Blancmange. Blancmange is a dessert with roots tracing back to the medieval period, where it was a savory dish made with shredded poultry or fish, rice, almond milk, and spices like sugar and cinnamon. Its white color was associated with purity and sophistication, making it a luxurious choice for the aristocracy during banquets. In the Renaissance era, the dish transitioned into a more refined dessert, with meat omitted in favor of milk or cream as the primary base. It was thickened using rice flour, gelatin, or isinglass, and flavored with rosewater or orange blossom, giving it a light and fragrant appeal. Blancmange was often poured into elaborately shaped molds, reflecting its status as a showpiece dessert for formal occasions. By the 19th century, blancmange became a staple in both European and American households, thanks to its simple ingredients and adaptable preparation. Victorian recipes often incorporated cornstarch for a smooth texture, with variations including chocolate, coffee, or fruit purees. In Sicily, a unique adaptation called biancomangiare used almonds and citrus flavors, emphasizing local produce. Blancmange's decline in popularity in the 20th century was influenced by the rise of instant desserts and puddings, which provided quicker alternatives. However, it remains a symbol of historical culinary sophistication, celebrated in vintage recipe collections and occasional revivals by chefs who value its elegant simplicity and storied past. Number 4. Floating Island. Floating Island, or île flottante, is a classic French dessert that artfully combines light meringue with rich custard. The meringue, made from whipped egg whites and sugar, is typically poached or baked, then placed atop a pool of silky crème anglaise, a vanilla-infused custard. This presentation creates the illusion of an island floating on a sea, giving the dessert its evocative name. The origins of floating island trace back to 17th century France, where it was a favorite among the aristocracy. Over time, the dessert has seen various adaptations. In some versions, the meringue is baked in a caramel-lined mold, resulting in a firmer texture and a sweet golden exterior. Other renditions involve poaching spoonfuls of meringue in simmering milk, yielding soft, airy islands. The custard base can also vary, with some recipes incorporating flavors like chocolate or coffee to complement the vanilla meringue. A notable variation is œufs à la neige, eggs in snow, where smaller meringue portions are poached and served over the custard, often drizzled with caramel sauce and garnished with toasted almonds for added texture. This version emphasizes the delicate balance between the airy meringue and the creamy custard. Floating Island remains a beloved dessert in French cuisine, celebrated for its elegant simplicity and the delightful contrast of textures and flavors. Its enduring appeal lies in the harmonious blend of light meringue and rich custard, making it a timeless choice for those seeking a classic and sophisticated dessert experience. Number 5. Tipsy cake. Tipsy cake, a traditional British dessert, dates back to the mid-18th century. It consists of sponge cake soaked in sherry or brandy, layered with custard, and topped with whipped cream. The alcohol infusion not only imparts a distinctive flavor, but also preserves the cake, a practical benefit in historical contexts. The dessert's name, Tipsy, reflects the generous use of spirits, leading to its alternative moniker, Tipsy Parson, suggesting it could tempt even a clergyman into indulgence. This playful naming underscores the dessert's association with conviviality and celebration. In the American South, tipsy cake evolved into variations like tipsy pudding and tipsy squire, maintaining the core elements of alcohol-soaked cake and rich custard. These adaptations became staples at social gatherings, reflecting the region's penchant for indulgent desserts. Modern interpretations of tipsy cake often incorporate diverse spirits and flavorings. For instance, some recipes use bourbon or rum instead of the traditional sherry or brandy, adding unique regional twists. Additionally, contemporary versions may include fruits like pineapple or cherries, enhancing both flavor and visual appeal. Despite its rich history, tipsy cake has become less common in today's dessert repertoire. However, its legacy persists in various trifle-like desserts, and it occasionally appears in culinary explorations of vintage recipes. Its enduring appeal lies in the harmonious blend of moist, spirit-infused cake and creamy custard, a testament to timeless dessert craftsmanship. Number 6. Junket. Junket is a traditional dessert that has been enjoyed for centuries, particularly in England. It is made by curdling sweetened milk with rennet, an enzyme that causes the milk to coagulate, resulting in a soft custard-like texture. The origins of junket can be traced back to medieval times, where it was a delicacy among the nobility, often flavored with rosewater, spices, and sugar. The term junket is believed to derive from the French word jonquette, referring to a type of cream cheese. Over time, the dessert became more accessible to the general populace, especially in the West Country of England, where it was traditionally served with clotted cream and a sprinkling of nutmeg. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, junket gained popularity in the United States, particularly in the eastern regions. It was commonly given to ill children due to its lightness and ease of digestion. Commercial rennet tablets, such as those produced by the Junket brand established in 1874, made the preparation of this dessert more convenient for home cooks. Despite its decline in popularity in recent decades, Junket remains a nostalgic treat for many. Its simplicity allows for various flavor adaptations, including the addition of vanilla, brandy, or fruit toppings. The dessert is typically prepared by warming milk, sweetening it with sugar, adding dissolved rennet, and allowing it to set at room temperature before chilling. The result is a delicate, mildly sweet custard that can be enjoyed on its own or enhanced with garnishes like fresh berries or a dusting of cinnamon. Today, Junket serves as a reminder of traditional culinary practices and the evolution of simple desserts through history. Number 7. Nesselrode pudding. Nesselrode pudding is a classic dessert named after Count Karl Nesselrode, a 19th-century Russian diplomat renowned for his culinary interests. Traditionally, this dessert features a rich custard base, infused with pureed chestnuts, candied fruits, and maraschino liqueur, all frozen into a mold. The inclusion of chestnuts provides a distinct nutty sweetness, while the maraschino liqueur imparts a subtle cherry flavor, resulting in a complex and indulgent treat. The creation of Nesselrode pudding is attributed to Count Nesselrode's chef, though some sources suggest that the renowned French chef Marie-Antoine Carême may have been involved in its development. During the 19th century, the dessert gained popularity across Europe and America, often served at grand banquets and festive occasions. Preparation involves making a custard from egg yolks, sugar, milk, and cream, which is then combined with sweetened chestnut puree and assorted candied fruits such as cherries, pineapples, and raisins. Maraschino liqueur is added for flavor, and the mixture is frozen in a decorative mold until set. Upon serving, Nesselrode pudding is typically garnished with whipped cream or a drizzle of chocolate sauce, enhancing its luxurious appeal. Despite its former prominence, Nesselrode pudding has largely faded from contemporary dessert menus. However, it remains a testament to historical culinary artistry, occasionally revived by chefs and enthusiasts interested in classic gastronomy. Its elaborate preparation and rich flavor profile continue to captivate those who appreciate traditional desserts. Number 8. Snackin cake. Snackin cake was introduced in the early 1970s by Betty Crocker as a revolutionary dessert mix that simplified the process of baking cakes. Unlike traditional cake mixes, which required multiple ingredients such as eggs, oil, and milk, Snackin cake only needed water, making it incredibly convenient for busy families. The idea behind this product was to streamline the baking experience, making it quick and easy for people to enjoy homemade cake without the hassle of preparing ingredients. One of the defining features of Snackin cake was that it could be mixed, baked, and served directly from the pan, reducing cleanup time and the need for extra kitchen tools. It was marketed as a versatile snack, with varieties that included chocolate chip, banana walnut, and coconut pecan flavors, among others. These flavors were designed to cater to a wide range of taste preferences, appealing to both children and adults alike. Despite its initial success, Snackin cake was eventually discontinued, and it has since become a nostalgic memory for those who grew up with it. The product's popularity faded as consumers' tastes evolved and the market saw a shift toward more premium and health-conscious baking options. However, for many, Snackin cake remains a symbol of the convenience food movement of the 1970s, representing the desire for quick, easy-to-prepare desserts that still delivered on flavor. Number 9. Floating Island. Floating Island, or île flottante, is a classic French dessert that combines poached meringue with creamy custard. The meringue, made from whipped egg whites and sugar, is light and airy, creating the islands that float on the rich custard base. The custard, known as crème anglaise, is a velvety mixture of milk, egg yolks, sugar, and vanilla. The result is a dessert that contrasts textures beautifully, with the fluffy meringue floating on the smooth, delicate custard. Historically, this dessert dates back to the 17th century in France and was popularized in royal courts. Its name reflects the visual of the meringue islands floating on the custard sea. Over the centuries, Floating Island has remained a symbol of French elegance, often served at grand banquets and dinner parties as a showstopper dessert. While the traditional version remains beloved, many modern adaptations have appeared. Some chefs add flavors like coffee, chocolate, or citrus to the meringue, creating new flavor profiles. The custard itself may also vary, with infusions like pistachio or lavender bringing unique aromatic elements to the dish. Garnishes such as caramel sauce, toasted almonds, or fresh fruit can also elevate its presentation and flavor. Despite its historical roots, Floating Island continues to be a favorite dessert, celebrated for its timeless charm and delightful contrast of flavors. Number 10. Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry is a classic American holiday drink, especially popular around Christmas. This warm, spiced cocktail is similar to eggnog but with a unique twist, typically served hot and made with a combination of rum and brandy. The drink's origins date back to the early 19th century, and it is often credited to British writer Pierce Egan, who used the name Tom and Jerry to promote his book and play, Life in London. The drink gained further popularity when it was introduced in the United States in the mid-19th century. The traditional preparation of Tom and Jerry involves creating a rich batter with egg whites, egg yolks, sugar, and spices like cinnamon and nutmeg. This base is then mixed with rum and brandy before hot milk is poured over it. The drink is often topped with a generous sprinkle of nutmeg or grated cinnamon to enhance its festive flavor. This creamy spice concoction is the perfect drink for cold winter nights. Though its popularity surged in the 19th and early 20th centuries, the Tom and Jerry cocktail faded from mainstream popularity during the latter half of the 20th century. Recently, however, there has been a revival of interest in vintage cocktails, and the Tom and Jerry has made a comeback as a holiday favorite, with variations that appeal to modern tastes.